Okay, are you the person who is appealing for a recount?
Yes, I am. I'd very much like to be on the show, and I've been told I haven't qualified.
We've gone through the answers. I'm afraid you just haven't got enough of them right.
Well, I'd like a recount.
Look, we've got hundreds of other contestants
No, I
here. I've
appreciate
got all this right. Really, there's no room for someone who really isn't up to the required
Well, can you explain
standard.
to me what I got wrong?
Well, look, you've got the first question wrong.
What was the first question?
Who was the person who perhaps shouldn't have been invited on the famous recent episode of Q&A because he suggested an Australian Prime Minister should be kicked to death?
Yeah, Zaki Mallah.
Well, that is not correct.
Well, so why shouldn't Zaki Mallah have been on the show?
That wasn't the question.
Why not?
Question 2. Who is it that proposed a 50% increase in the GST? You've written Tony Abbott.
Yeah.
Well, it's incorrect. It was Mike Baird.
Mike Baird proposed it to whom?
He proposed it to the Australian public. He said the GST should be increased by 50%.
So Mike Baird proposed it to the Australian public. Who proposed it to Mike Baird?
I don't know.
Well, what did Tony Abbott say when he first heard about the proposal?
He said he'd have a look at it. The proposal has merit.
Get away. Did he look surprised? Do you reckon they discussed it before?
I am not here, quite frankly, to answer your questions.
Okay.
My point is you didn't make the cut.
My point is I think some of these questions are ambiguous.
Look at this. Question 3. You were asked the meaning of the term ineluctable.
Right.
You've written Bill Shorten.
Well,
I think what you meant to write was unelectable.
Oh, unelectable is what I thought it said. What was the word?
Ineluctable.
Ineluctable. What's that mean?
Inescapable, unavoidable.
Is it an ineluctable fact that Bill Shorten's unelectable?
Probably. Look,
see,
maybe we should just review some of these answers.
I think you should. I think some
Okay.
of them are quite confusing.
You were asked what is the collective noun for backbenchers.
Right.
Okay, you've put invertebrate.
No. That's an answer to a different question. There's
Where?
an arrow to the question that refers to.
Okay.
Follow the arrow.
What sort of creature is a millipede?
That's right. It's an invertebrate.
Yeah, well, that's correct. So where's the answer to question 6?
Up the top
What
of
is
the
the
page. Go
collective
up to
noun?
the top of the page.
Lefty lynch mob.
That's right. Earlier this year, they got together as one, Bryan, and tried to throw the Prime Minister out of the leadership of his own party. These people are dangerous.
Hang on, but we didn't see the answer because it's all the way up here.
That's not my fault, I'm afraid. You didn't follow the arrow.
Okay. Question 7. What does Bronwyn Bishop do at 7:45 every morning? You've written leaves her house under Standing Orders 94A.
That's right.
Well, that's not correct. Her authority only applies inside the chamber.
She's had a chamber put in the house, Bryan, so she can order herself out of it under 94A and go to work.
All right, I'll speak to the producers.
I hope
we'll
you
get
do.
back to you.
I'd love to be on the show, Bryan. I'm a huge admirer of the show. I love it. You're particularly good.